hi, hello, how are you? I'm Pia, and today we're talking about all of the new releases that I am super hyped for. Just the fact that it's 2022, like, I can't believe the words that are coming out of my mouth. I don't understand it either. As I say with like most videos, there's definitely things that I've forgotten about, so if there are any that I'm totally missing from this list, please make sure to let me know in the comments down below. I want to get excited for them as well, or just anything you are aware of that I'm not and you want to let me know about. We're all trying to help each other out anyways. I have a list of about 30 books that I've shelved that I'm excited about. First up, we have The Roughest Draft by Emily Wibberley and Austin Siegeman Baroka. Obviously, I don't have any of these books. This I had on last year's most anticipated releases because it was originally supposed to be coming out in 2021. Got pushed back. Life is crazy during COVID times, as we all know, so this one got pushed back, but I'm super hyped for it. I read one of their books, and I think I DNF'd it actually, so I didn't really enjoy that book, but I'm hoping that this one is going to be a lot better. They previously wrote a lot of like YA books, like mostly like retellings. Yeah, this is their co-authored adult debut. I don't know, it seems very like on the nose. They are a couple, a married couple who writes books together, and it seems like this book is kind of reflective of that. Is that just me? That's how I felt when I read it, and I was like, ooh, tea. So I went up. Yeah, I love stories about writers. I love romances, contemporary romances, so it has a lot of things that I like. Next up I have When You Get the Chance. This is the only book I think that I've pre-ordered. I'm not a big pre-order person just because I am indecisive. Like, hello, thank you. But this is by Emma Lord. This is her new book. It's her third book, and I have pre-ordered I think every one of their books. I know Tweet Cute I read before its release, and then I've been reading every book since it's been coming out. This is about like a musical theater lover, some girl who's like dreaming to be on Broadway, and I believe it's set in the early 2000s, and there's like a drama club rivalry going on, and I believe like the whole kind of journey of the story is she's trying to find one of her parents. She's trying to find her birth mother. So it's the search for that, and also like the politics of musical theater and lots of things. So I don't know. Emma Lord just does amazing things. She just comes up with these concepts, and I just cannot wait to read it. I'm so freaking hyped for this book. I have loved everything she's put out. I have no doubt this is gonna be great. I have no doubt in my mind. Then we have Delilah Green Doesn't Care. This is the first adult romance novel from Ashley Herring Blake. I'm so hyped. I love Ashley Herring Blake. She writes a lot of middle grades that I have adored. Ivy Aberdeen and Hazel Bly is her newest one. Like, lots of great middle grades, so I'm really hyped to see what she's doing here. They're all like usually queer stories, and this is no different. So it's an adult romance queer rom-com. I believe it's about a character returning to their hometown or their old town, shaky ground there. I don't know how these two people come together. I want to say that they're neighbors, but I could be wrong. I don't know. This is getting already great reviews. And we have another one that was supposed to come out last year, and that is Always Jane by Jenn Bennett. Jenn Bennett is another author that I trust with my heart, soul, and my wallet, and I cannot wait to read this romance. What is it about? No one knows. A chauffeur's daughter finds herself in the middle of a love triangle. Oh gosh.
Is it real?
If you didn't know. I really do not like love triangles. There are very few love triangles that I can get behind. It takes like a well-wielded pen, if you will. But yeah, I'm pretty sure there's music stuff to it. Guys. It's like a musical from it. Like, not musical like musical theater, but it's like, it's got musicians in it. She knows the way to my heart, obviously. Next up is one that does not have a cover, unfortunately. This is The Weight of Blood by Tiffany D. Jackson. This author is very hit or miss for me. I've given some of her books like 2 stars. I've DNF'd some of her books. I've given them 3 stars. I've given them 5 stars. Like, I really just don't know with this author. I really don't know. Kind of diverges genres. It's mostly like a contemporary YA. She delves a little bit into like a paranormal or like a thriller kind of aspects. A lot of them haven't worked for me. One really I loved, so I really don't know. Anyways, still excited about this one. It's called The Weight of Blood. It really doesn't have a lot of a synopsis, but I will tell you, it's a remix of Stephen King's Carrie set at the school's first integrated prom. Say less. You couldn't say less, actually. I'm just so excited. Like, I don't even know what she's doing. We have another contemporary romance. What do you want from me? I haven't experienced that much character growth, okay? Part of Your World by Abby Jimenez. I love this author. I love them so much. I think I have given every single one of their romances 4 stars, if not 5. This one, unfortunately, probably not for anyone else, is not a part of this series. Her last 3 books were in like a companion series. This one is not. It's got a dog, as do all the other books, so I'm excited. I think we've got a little bit of like the city girl, country boy romance kind of going on. I mean, it's called like Part of Your World, so I believe it's kind of like a very like, I can only think of like Gossip Girl when I think of that, of like Dan and Serena like being from different, I don't know why that's where my mind goes, but it is. We have a dog on the cover, and it says grilled cheese. Like, I don't know. But I love it. I love it, and I'm ready to live and breathe it. Okay, next we have Ophelia After All. Did we know that I love Ophelia? Ophelia. For a film class I took, I had to do a short film. My main character's name was Ophelia, and I had to say Ophelia like a million times, so I just think about it a lot. Anyway, Ophelia, had to do it. Okay. What am I my favorite names, also one of my favorite characters in Shakespeare. Anyway, continuing along. Moving swiftly along. A teen girl navigates friendship drama at the end of high school endeavor, discovering her queerness. Got Ophelia Rojas. She is dealing with secret crushes. She has, I think she's got a lot of secrets, which secrets are like one of my favorite things to play around with as a writer and as a reader. I think they're so fun to explore. I mean, if they're done well, obviously. Just the dramatic irony of it all is very fun. So I'm very excited. I just don't know. It's just like, give me a queer book that has Ophelia in the title. Give me the Shakespeare. It's queer. It's got representation for people of color. Like, I believe it's a debut. Like, what else do you want? The cover is stunning. I'm excited. A lot of people have read it and loved it already, which is like rude. Where's my art?
Isn't there anyone who cares about Sid the Sloth?
Okay, next up is Built to Last. Are my favorite authors just like, I just want to like splash into the adult romance genre, which like I'm here for. But like, it is the year of that. Anyway, Erin Hahn, Built to Last. So excited about this. Erin Hahn has been writing a lot of YA romances, which I have loved and just absolutely devoured. Like, girl can do no wrong. I've read 3 of her books, all 3 of her books, and I have loved and adored them. So I think she's solidified in my mind. This one, literally, I forgot what this is about, and now I'm like gonna cry. This is so exciting. I'm so, oh my god, this plot sounds so good. I don't know why I'm getting emotional. I'm just so excited about it. Okay, this is about 2 former childhood co-stars who are reuniting to produce a home renovation show. What? You know how much like we get excited about like, oh my god, like these 2 co-stars are dating, and then you put them in like the fame and the what? I'm dying. It has a cover. Fucking heart palpitations. Then we have Weather Girl, another adult romance. This is by Rachel Lynn Solomon. I read one other Rachel Lynn Solomon book so far. I really, really enjoyed it. It made me want to pick up more from her. This is about a TV show meteorologist, or TV meteorologist, I guess, and a sports reporter. And I think they're trying to get, I think it's kind of like the setup. Is that what that movie's called? They're trying to get their coworkers together that are divorced or whatever, and then they, you know, end up getting it. I'm so here for these new concepts. Like, I'm so tired of using the same things over and over again, and I'm loving these new concepts. I'm so excited. Anyway, on switch, we have the sequel to Middle Game, which is Seasonal Fears. I don't know why it's called that. No one knows. I believe this is kind of, it is a sequel, but it's following different characters. Can I even tell you what Middle Game is about? Middle Game is about twins. Is it? Wait.
I like that laugh.
Wait, now I'm losing my mind. Ew, why does it have a throw quote? That's kind of gross. Shonen. Why did you do that? They're like mind twins, they complement each other, they speak through their heads, and there's like this huge dark world going on that I really cannot explain unless you read it. So it's like incredible. Like I read it, did I read it this year? I did read it, god, this year has been fucking wild. I don't even know if I'll remember what happened. Then we have Finley Donovan, Knocks Him Dead. This is the sequel to Finley Donovan is Killing It. Read the first book in September or something like that, and I was like, okay, I love it. I'm here for it, and I love it. I actually do have an arc of this. I might actually have a couple. Thank you. 2 publishers and the universe. Yes, very excited about this. This is like a cozy, I guess kind of cozy. It's about a woman who writes kind of like thriller books, like romantic thrillers, and she ends up becoming a hit woman by accident, and that's what happens. Then we have the 3rd Sarah Hogel book. This is called Just Like Magic, and I believe this has something to do with Christmas, which is why it's on the list. Honey, Christmas just passed, and we're like, we're ready for it. Okay, we've got a C-list celebrity, just people trying to get in the holiday spirit, and I believe it has some fake dating. I really loved Sarah Hogel's first book. Very polarizing, I know. Her second one, no. But I have high hopes for this. It's got a Christmas backdrop. It's got everything I need. We have the new Christina Lauren. This is something wilder. Does it matter? It's Christina Lauren. Like, does it freaking matter? Growing up, the daughter of the notorious treasure hunter and absentee father, Duke Wilder, left Lily without much patience for a profession or money in the bank. But Lily is nothing but resourceful, and now it's about a treasure hunt? Second chances, complicated relationships. I'm really not sure about the plot of this one, to be quite honest with you. I know Christina Lauren has had ups and downs for people, but their last couple of books have been jaw-dropping, amazing, astonishing, perfect. Alrighty, then we have the new Grady Hendrix. This is called How to Sell a Haunted House. I love this so much. I've read a couple Grady Hendrix books and I really, really enjoyed them, so I think that I'm going to like this one. This one also has a really short description so far. I don't know, it's Grady Hendrix taking on a haunted house in a new way. I don't know, it doesn't say anything else. I'm feeling very like season 1 of American Horror Story, like Murder House vibes. Like, you know how like a lot of it was them trying to sell the house? Like lots of realtors going in and out. And then the ghosties being like, hey, what's up?
Hey there, demons, it's me, your boy.
I don't know. That's what I'm feeling. Then we have the 3rd and final book in the Inheritance Games series. The Inheritance Games, honestly, I read it this year and it brought me out of like a weird, not a funk I was having with reading, but like a weird idea and perception I had with my reading and what it had to be. And it was just so much fun. Like, honestly, amazing. Haven't read the 2nd book yet because I'm a mess. But there's a third book. It's a third book. It is called The Final Gambit. I cannot tell you the synopsis, but it's basically just like young adults Knives Out, and it's really fun. Then we have the new Beth O'Leary. I still haven't read the last Beth O'Leary. Oh no, she's another author who's now come out with 3 books, and I've still loved every book she's come out with. This is called The No Show. She kills it. Like, I'm like, do I love the UK cover more? Do I love the US cover more? This is 3 women, 3 dates, and 1 missing man. What does that even mean? I have no idea. It's set on Valentine's Day. Oh shit. This one guy is going on like 1,000,000 dates on this one day. It's very like, one of my favorite / least favorite tropes in like TV is like when they're like, oh, I'm gonna go on dates with 2 different people at the same time. Like, so I think that's what it feels like to me, which is so funny. And but apparently he doesn't show up. Like, he's supposed to do that. So I don't know. We have the new Katie Henry. Katie Henry's books have only gotten better in my opinion. This one is a little bit of a risk. It's definitely outside of her normal YA contemporary. I want to trust her. I want to love her. So we have Gideon Green in black and white. This is about, I believe it has like a sprinkling of some magical fabulism here and there. Oh yeah, he's a boy he was a boy detective. This kid, so Gideon Green was a boy detective, and now he's like, you know, a teenager. Now he's gotta solve something. A kid detective, like a previous kid detective? She does so much. Then we have Emily Henry's new book, which is called Book Lovers. Super excited about this. Emily Henry is doing the most for the romance genre at the moment. She's really bringing the most people together, bringing the most people in, which I love for her. Thank you. She's also fucking gorgeous. One Summer, Two Rivals, and a plot twist you'll never see coming. This is about, I think it's about editors. If this wasn't already on your TBR, you're just gonna be like, oh yeah, I need to read it because it's the new Emily Henry. This one I'm so excited about. This is all signs pointing yes. I can't read.
What up? I'm Jared, I'm 19, and I never fucking learned how to read.
This is written by a bunch of people, but it's edited by G. Heron Davis, Cam Montgomery, and Adrian White. So these are stories all about different zodiac signs falling in love. Thank you, Lord. I didn't know I need it, but I do have an arc of this one. I'm super, super excited to read it. I will obviously let you know my thoughts as soon as possible. If you didn't know, I'm a Libra. Do I not give off Libra energy? I'm so excited. I'm not a big short story collection lover. It's typically just not my favorite thing. I just don't like it. I would rather have way more of a story, like a completed one. But I think for the sake of this, I might change my mind. Who knows? This one we're going to talk about for like literally 3 seconds, and that is Chain of Thorns. It's the 3rd book in the Last Hour series by Cassandra Clare. If you didn't already know this is coming out, probably don't care about it, and I still haven't read the first one. Okay, then we have You're a Mean One, Matthew Prince by Timothy Janofsky. It is a Christmas romance that we need in our lives. Enemies to lovers, Christmas romance, gay as fuck. Like, what else do we want? I think it's coming out in October. 5th romance book club book, which is a very merry bromance. I still haven't read most of these books, but I do really like them, and I want to keep you up to date on the news. This is Pia reporting for the news of books. I'm excited about this. Even though I haven't read any of them, I still really appreciate these books, and I really like them. And a Christmas one, I mean, freaking the author of Love Hypothesis is coming out with Love on the Brain, which is a sequel companion novel to the Love Hypothesis. We're all living and breathing over it. It's about Bea, a neuroscientist who gets co-assigned to co-lead a NASA project with Levy, a grumpy engineer she has a bit of a past with. And then she is also coming out with a bind-up of a bunch of like shorter STEM romances. I believe the bind-up is called Loaf to Love You? A loaf of bread? Here's what I'm excited about. I am very excited about all these books. However, they all sound like they're the same book. So, we shall see. I no tea or no shade, but they all do sound like the same romance. I will read them. I will be excited to read them. Last one on this list is the new Sophie Gonzalez book. This is called The One That Got Away, which makes me just go Katy Perry. Yes, bitch. This is bisexual 18-year-old Maya dumped her cheating ex Jordy 2 years ago, and good riddance. When Jordy's sister marries the crowned prince of a small European country, and he shoots to fame, Pippa Middleton style. Reality show producers approach her. What more do I want? It's gay. It's got royalty. It's got reality shows. It's got romance. I think I'm just a slut. This point. We love representation, we love reality shows. If you guys know of any other books that are coming out in 2022 that I need to put on my list, my radar, my love map, please make sure to let me know in the comments down below, or if you're excited about these ones, or if I actually enlightened you on something. Shocker, that would really be a surprise for me. With that being said, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all the things, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.